It's preseason football on ESPN. The Vikings come in looking very iffy on run defense. We'll see if they can hold up throughout this game. Despite their shortcomings, they should match up well versus the Broncos, who come in running the ball with reasonable success. It's not the focus of their game plan, but it gets the job done. So let's see how it plays out in New Orleans with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Welcome. It's time for some exhibition football here at the Superdome. I'm Dan Stevens with Peter O'Keefe. Glad to have you with us. Peter, let's go over your picks for today.
Dan, you've got a good coach over here, and you have someone that can ruin his day. Mike Shanahan has managed to develop a decent rushing game. No, they don't leave defenses in the dust, but they get the job done day in and day out. Chris Hovan comes in, and let me tell you, he has a real mean streak in him, Dan. The quarterback's eyes tell part of the story. The numbers tell the rest. During his career on defense, he's averaged 2 tackles and a sack every third game or so.
We'll see how it works out, Peter. Let's go to the coin toss.
We choose heads.
They call heads. Heads it is.
The Vikings will receive the opening kickoff, and they send the return unit onto the field.
Broncos.
Elam will kick it off to start the first half. There's the kick. Campbell fields it in the end zone. Poole makes the stop on the return.
First down, Vikings.
This is great kickoff coverage here, Dan. This baby is going to be booted deep, and the return man is going to have pretty much nowhere to go. Right away, he goes down.
Oh, beautiful coverage, Peter. They are going to have a long field in front of them.
Dan, I'm curious to see how they start this drive out.
Ball on the 17.
Grass greener here? I think it is.
Culpepper gets back. Barely gets it off. The pass is no good. Incomplete. Peter, let's look at the Vikings starting offense. First up, the offensive line.
Matt Burke keeps the quarterback healthy, and he and his line are ready to go.
Next up, the receiving corps.
Randy Moss stands out as the best of the bunch. In his career, he's averaged 84 yards and just under a touchdown a game.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays and the guys who back him up.
Dante Culpepper gives this trio its punch. During his career as quarterback, he's averaged 233 yards and just under 2 touchdowns a game.
Okay, back to the action. Second and 10.
Taking a long time, we start now.
They're going with their tight end right. Bennett with the ball. Spins. Third and 10.
Let's play smart, baby. Let's play smart.
They're going with Dion.
Come on, D. This time.
Culpepper fades back. Throws. Tipped. Incomplete. Peter, let's run down the Broncos defense. We'll start off with the D-line.
Trevor Price deserves our full attention, Dan. He and his squad need to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback today.
That's followed by the linebackers.
Al Wilson knows whether it's a run or a pass before the rest do.
And last but not least, we have the secondary.
Deltha O'Neal flies around the field and gets in receivers' faces.
Now back to the game. Richardson comes in to punt after a 3-and-out. There's the punt. Casper gets it midfield. Campbell will make the tackle on the return.
They've got some dream field position there. Great place to start a drive.
Ball at the 45-yard line.
Come on, O. Bring it right down.
McCaffrey goes in motion. Davis will run it. There's space wide right. A gain of 4. Peter, let's run down the Broncos offense. Let's begin with the offensive line.
Tom Nalen powers up this line considerably, and that will give his quarterback more time.
Next up are the receivers.
Rod Smith adds a lot to this pack of receivers. In his career, he's averaged 64 yards on 4 catches a game.
Last but not least, we have these 3 gentlemen.
Brian Greasy puts on a good show with these other 2. During his career as quarterback, he's averaged 213 yards and over a touchdown a game.
Back to the field now. Ball on the 40. They line up with 2 tight ends. Davis with the carry on the right side. Charges.
First down, Broncos.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Davis again gets it. Escapes. Good takedown by the 5-year man out of Vanderbilt. Peter, let's look at the Vikings starting defense. Up first is the defensive line.
Chris Hovan and his men deliver knockout blows to the offensive line all game long.
Up now are the linebackers.
Henry Crockett takes excellent angles to the ball out there.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Ronnie Bradford disrupts pass attempts all day long.
Let's get back to the game. It's 2nd and 11.
Just like last time, baby. Double, wide right.
Greasy drops back. Barely gets it off. 3rd and short coming up.
Nice pass. It'll make this 3rd down a whole lot easier coming up.
It's 3rd and 2.
Just punt it right now and save yourself some pain, man.
Smith in motion. Davis with the ball. Breaks the tackle. It'll be 4th down.
A loss of 2 on the play. 4th down. 4 yards.
Henry Crockett with the hit on Dan. This is a pretty good hit on 3rd down. Ooh, nice stop.
He knew how that play was developing and positioned himself perfectly to do the job. A well-designed defensive play.
Absolutely.
Elam lines up for the first quarter lead.
Go 3. Let's get it down.
There's the kick. It's good. He makes the field goal.
Jason Elam sends it whistling between the uprights for 3 points. Oh, nothing wrong with that.
He kicked that one as naturally as if it had been half the distance.
And he'd be that cool if it was twice the distance. This guy is great.
The Broncos strike first in the game, 3-0. Elam sets up and will kick it away. This will send them very deep. Clark will field it. And he thinks better of returning it and will down it.
They let them have 3 points, and now they have to see what they can do on offense.
Ball on the 20. Split backfield. Culpepper fades back, throws, incomplete pass.
Pass is
Lionel
incomplete.
Dalton put his body directly in the path of the ball and forced the incompletion. And let me tell you something, Dan, that is tough to do. It's hard to read a play and react quickly enough to get into position like that.
Ball at the 20-yard line.
Bring it down to nowhere, baby. Yeah.
They have 3 receivers in. Dodges the tackle. It's 3rd and 11.
Try running backwards. It's easier.
They go with 1 man back. Culpepper drops back, throws, and it will be 4th and
Pass
long.
is incomplete.
Jimmy Spencer got his body in the way of that one, Dan. It's all about clogging up the passing lanes. You can't coach that.
Richardson will punt it away after a 3 and out. It's away. Casper has it midfield. Campbell stops the return man in his tracks and makes the tackle.
First down, Broncos.
Well, they're going to start midfield. You know, that's the kind of field position they were hoping for.
Ball on the 48.
You may have the ball now, but I'm getting it right back.
They line up with their tight end left. Reese fades back, throws. A 25. And tackled at the 8-yard line.
Caught by Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp yanks it down, then pours it on. Watch this. Great catch, but he really delivers on the run.
Absolutely. You know what they say about receivers who have a great pair of feet.
What, they're fast?
The Broncos, after the big pass last play, will have a first down. Sharp is off left tackle, and we'll see if he can repeat his performance from the last play. McCaffrey goes in motion. Anderson will run it. A loss of 3. Peter, I'm going to talk about the previous play for a second here. That was a very nice catch.
Yeah, I agree, Dan. And for someone who admits to having lost a step or two, Shannon Sharp has had an awfully big season in 2001. He caught 73 passes. He's clearly one of the greatest receiving tight ends ever to play the game.
It's 2nd and goal. Smith in motion. Davis with the carry. He'll get in for the touchdown. Elam will line up for the point after. It's up. The extra point is good. The Broncos make it a 2-score game. They are now up 10-0. Elam lines up, signals, and we're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick. Clark catches it in the end zone, and he downs it. We will start up at the 20.
They've been having a tough time passing the ball today, Dan. They need to set up some short passes and work into the bigger ones this drive.
Ball at the 20-yard line. Culpepper drops back. Barely gets it off. The 40.
27-yard pickup on the play. First down. 10 yards to
It's
go.
the end of the first quarter. The Broncos currently in control and up over their opponent 10-0. Ball on the 47.
Are you ready for 3 more, baby?
Culpepper fades back, throws. Throw by the 4-year man out of Central Florida.
On the play.
Got some nice yards there off the first down play, and that really opens things up a bit for this next
1
one.
yard to go.
Second and less than a yard.
Nice first down. Go,
Bennett with the ball up the middle. Spins free.
11-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Michael Bennett made a tremendous run here. Just look at all the yards he's picking up. No one is going to stop him.
And no one did stop him. Several people tried, that's for sure. Fantastic job finding the open lanes. Ball at the 32-yard line. Culpepper drops back, throws. The 10.
23-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Byron Chamberlain nabs the football for a nice reception. Right there. But the play doesn't stop there, Dan.
No, sir. That's just the first act in a beautiful big yard play. A sterling effort all around. It's first and goal. Culpepper fades back, throws.
Dante Culpepper nails his man in the end zone for the big score. Wow, right by the defender.
He zeroed in on his man early and obviously thought the single coverage was worth the risk.
With an accurate arm like that, Dan, there wasn't any risk at all.
Bryan lines up for the point after. It's away. He adds the extra point. The Vikings cut it close. It's still anybody's game. The score, 10-7. Bryan will kick this one away. Great kick. Cole gets the ball, and he will decide to down it.
Close game so far, and even though there's plenty of time left, they'd love to score on this drive.
Ball on the 20. McCaffrey goes in motion. Reese drops back, barely gets it off. It's caught on the wing. Spins.
First down, Broncos.
This is some nice stuff on offense, Dan. Take a look. Right there. That's a key move right there.
Wasn't all flash and dazzle. No, sir. He bought him some extra yards, which you do not turn down. Ball at the 32-yard line. Davis will run it. Forces through.
Terrell Davis sends a message to the defense on this one. Watch this shoulder charge. And he sent that particular message COD, Dan.
COD.
Call our doctor.
Aha. How am I doing as your straight man? It's second at about 3.
It's taking it short, baby. Watch for the run.
They line up in the eye. Davis has the carry. That will bring up 3rd down. Davis got shaken up and had to head to the bench. When we get the loadout, of course, we'll let you know.
Terrell Davis, the ball carrier.
It's 3rd and 5.
Push him back, defense. Push him back.
Reese fades back. Throws. For 30. 20. 10. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Rod Smith, it's the jackpot on that play. Watch it again. There's the catch, and he just goes and goes and goes.
That's the key to a great receiver. He never loses his focus on the pass, but he's also thinking about where he'd like to run with it.
You know, like me kind of, Dan. I'm talking, but I'm always thinking. Can I say you can't coach that right here?
The Broncos have a first after the big pass on that last play. Smith is wide right, and we'll see if he can repeat his performance from the last play. Gary with the ball. He's in for the touchdown.
Olandis Gary didn't want to be caught short, so look at this nifty move. Whoa.
Oh, that is something, Peter. Diving forward and getting the touchdown like that.
If he's got any bruised ribs or anything at all he's got to do is look at the scoreboard, and those aches will melt right away.
Elam will line up for the point after. There's the kick. The extra point. Good. Davis had to leave the field earlier in the game, but now we know why. Let's go to Michelle Westfall on the sidelines. Michelle?
They're calling it a mild concussion, Dan. He's still looking a bit dazed on the sideline, but the smelling salts are out, and they're hoping to have him back in the game.
Well, it's nice to hear he's okay, but someone is going to have to take up the slack for the rest of the game. Elam lines up for the kickoff. This is returnable. Clark fields it in the end zone. Stopped at the 20-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
Byron Chamberlain was the contributor for his team last drive. Let's see what he does this time out.
Ball on the 20.
Maybe this is the nice part of the field. I think I'm going to keep him here for a while. Wide right.
Wilson prevents that play from developing and stops it behind the line.
Dan, I really like how quickly the defense reacted to force that loss. Really nice speed to the outside.
Ball at the 17-yard line. They're going with 4 wideouts. Culpepper drops back. Barely gets it off. Good catch by the 9-year man out of Michigan.
Dan, I like that call. Really closed the gap to the first down. Let's see what they do coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Third and 4. They go with the I formation. Culpepper fades back, throws. The 45.
Let's play some D's, Ezra, come on!
The pass is caught by Sean Dawkins.
Ball on the 47. Three wide receivers on the field. Culpepper drops back. Barely gets it off. Chamberlain was the intended receiver, but the pass is off the mark and falls incomplete.
Oh, that's so frustrating for a receiver. He knows he should have caught it.
Second and 10. Culpepper aims back, throws, it's tipped. It'll be third and long.
And the QB and his receiver need to make sure they're on the same page after that one.
Third and 10.
Hey, baby, your pass ain't working.
They line up in the shotgun. Culpepper from the gun, throws. They bring him down immediately, but he will have the first down.
First down. 10 yards to go.
Nice completion here. Take a look. There's the throw right in between the numbers.
He had them lined up just right, and they connected for a decent gain. Ball at the 42-yard line. Feinsasser in motion. Bennett will run. No gain on the play. The Vikings take their first time out. McLaughlin was injured a bit ago, and now we have the report. Let's go to Michelle Westfall.
It's just a twisted knee, Dan. They're taping it up and hoping he should be able to return to the game.
Thanks, Michelle. The clock is at 1:15. Culpepper from shotgun. Throws, tipped, incomplete pass.
Dante Culpepper needed to dial that one up a notch, Dan. Didn't quite get there.
Third and 10. Culpepper drops back. Barely gets it off. The 20.
The pass is caught by Sean Dawkins.
Ball on the 18. Culpepper fades back. The pass is incomplete.
Dante Culpepper gave his man too much lead time on that throw.
Second and 10.
Let's not give me things. Nothing, baby.
Culpepper drops back, throws, fights off a tackle.
Pick up with 12 yards on the play. First down.
Byron Chamberlain leaps up to make this catch with ease. Take a look here.
Oh,
Look,
boy.
looks like he's been taking some ballet lessons in the offseason, eh, Dan?
Well, you never know. Either way, that was a great catch, and they continue to move the ball upfield. The Vikings racked up their 4th first down on this drive. They're moving the ball very well. Culpepper rolls out. Throws. Intercepted. A 15. 30. 40. Shoved out at the 42-yard line.
Holding. Number 74. Offense. The penalty is declined.
Boy, I tell you what, Dan, if they can get another score before the half, they could take a commanding lead. Big drive right here.
The clock reads 46.
Yeah, get him back here.
Has a seam. Nice run by the 4-year man out of Georgia.
Olandis Gary shows some impressive power on this run. Watch this. Oh, excuse me. A polite little tap puts that defender promptly in his place.
Well, Peter, I guess when finesse fails you, it's good to have a backup plan. Ball at the 31-yard line. They're going with 2 wideouts. Reese fades back. Sits tight. Throws. The pass is incomplete. Bennett had to leave the game due to an injury, and now we know the extent of that injury. Michelle Westfall has the full details. Michelle?
He said that his shoulder is a bit tender from falling on it. He's getting it looked at and is expected to go back into the game shortly. Back to you, Dan.
Michelle, thanks. Ball on the 31. Gary with the carry through the 3-back. Radford hijacks that play after a couple of yards. The Broncos take their first timeout.
Went with the draw between the left guard and tackle, and he got a couple, but there's still a way to go to move the chains.
3rd and 8.
Shut up, Ron. The kicker on first down. 50 back, right left.
Barely gets it off. On the sideline. Nice catch and a nice job of slipping forward for those extra yards. First down. The Broncos will take a timeout. That's their second.
Ed McCaffrey really comes through for his team. Let's take a look as he gets the pass there. And he knows he's short.
Oh, he drives it himself to get the first down. Now, there is a player who does not settle for almost.
Broncos.
27 seconds to go. They have 2 tight ends in. Reese drops back. Sits in the pocket. Throws. Makes the touchdown catch.
Ryan Greasy zeroes in on his man and makes the touchdown. Let's watch one more time. That's a really dynamite throw for the score.
When a receiver and a quarterback work this well together, anything is possible. Elam lines up for the point after. It's up. The extra point is good. The Broncos have to be happy with this lead they're building. The score, 24-7. Elam is back to kick it away. Nice kickoff. Campbell has it. Comes in and makes the tackle on the return.
First down, Vikings.
Well, just enough time for a play or two. Let's see what they decide to do in these last seconds of the half.
Ball at the 18-yard line.
Oh, you like to have your back up against the wall.
Culpepper aims back. Barely gets it off. It's caught near the sideline. Terrific extra yardage after the catch. Nice play picking up the first.
Sean Dawkins is going to make the catch, but watch what he does afterwards. He's got it, and now he's going to get more.
Oh, it's always nice to have a receiver that can pick up 8 or 9 more yards after the catch.
Oh, definitely.
Ball on the 34. High formation. Culpepper drops back, throws. Dawkins was the intended receiver. Incomplete pass.
Dante Culpepper may have spent too much time polishing that golden arm and too little time looking downfield, Dan. That double coverage was airtight. He should have looked elsewhere.
2nd and 10.
Bring it down to nowhere, baby. Yeah.
They're going with 3 wideouts. Culpepper fades back. Throws. Great catch by the 10-year man out of California.
They toss this one right side and complete it for some really nice yards. Pass the marker, and they'll get a new set of downs.
That will do it for the first half. The score, 24-7. The ESPN halftime update with Clark Dishman is coming up next.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. It's time for a quick review of the numbers from the first half of play. The Broncos come into halftime congratulating their defense for shutting down the run. Impressive so far, and a safe bet to be impressive in the second half. Rod Smith has grabbed balls for a total of 79 yards and 1 touchdown. That makes him our ESPN Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. I'm Clark Dishman with a reminder to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Dan and Peter.
Will kick off to start the second half. Got a lot behind this one. Cole catches it in the end zone, and he thinks better of returning it and will down it.
Boy, they have the ball again and are well in control of this game. It's not over yet, but it's quickly beginning to look that way.
Ball at the 20-yard line. McCaffrey goes in motion. Gary with the ball. Charges.
No gain on the play. Second down. 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 20.
Go get Mason. Force a 3rd and long. Force it.
They have their tight end to the left. Gary will hold it inside the left tackle. Bradford makes the tackle. That's number 2 on the day.
Not a lot there, maybe 3 yards. Let's see what they do coming up.
It's 3rd and about 7.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Watch for the pass. Hey, straight left.
Reese drops back, throws. It's intercepted. Crockett is down after making a great play to come down with the interception.
First down, Vikings.
Henry Crockett snags that one for a great pickoff. Watch how he's in the right place at the right time. Oh, how sweet it is.
Yeah, sweet, but it was hardly luck, Peter. Even when you're in perfect position, intercepting a pass is no picnic.
You got a point there. A little luck, but mostly field smarts to know where the ball is going to be. You know, Dan, the offense has to make that interception count. Let's see if they can punch this one into the end zone.
Ball at the 24-yard line. They're going with a split backfield. Chamberlain in motion. Bennett with the carry. Leaps over the tackle.
3-yard pickup on the play. Second down. 7 yards to go.
It's second and about 7 yards. Fades back. Throws. Stiff arms. He's in for the score.
Dante Culpepper links up perfectly with his man for the score. We'll take another look. That's 6 points.
They were totally synced up on that play. A great route plus a great catch.
Equals 6 points, and that's really great.
Brian will line up for the point after. It's away. He adds the extra point. The Vikings cut it to a 2-score game. They are currently trailing 24-14. Up and will kick it away. Kick is up. Casper catches it.
The 23-yard return. First down, Broncos.
Well, last time they had it, they turned it over on the interception. Let's see if they worked out the kinks here.
Ball on the 21.
These are our fans. Give them something to cheer about. Strong eyes, that right.
Gary with the ball. Nice stop by the 9-year man out of Alabama.
The defense played that one fast and hard, stopping up the middle and throwing him for a loss.
Ball at the 21-yard line.
You better get ready to see that again. Hey, double time, double.
Smith goes in motion.
I got him.
Gary will run. Fights off a tackle.
Pick up of 8 yards on the play. Third down.
Landis Gary made a nice run, and it all hinges on this move here. And a sharp little poke. Hey, if you got a free hand.
Well, that little poke got him some good yards. It's third and about 3.
Fill the gap. Fill the gap.
One man back.
Double tight.
Gets it again. Fourth down coming up.
A loss of 2 on the play. Fourth down.
Lemansky Hall couldn't have followed that play any better if he'd been given a map and a compass. He's there early to deliver a big tackle and shut down the play.
That's great third down defense. You don't want to give them an inch. Bruin comes in to punt after a 3-and-out. Good punt here. Clark fields this one. Casper takes the tackle on the return.
First down, Vikings.
Well, they're down a bit, but they have plenty of time to work with. Okay, that being said, they would love to put some points on the board on this drive and keep it from getting away from them.
Ball on the 45. With the carry, Wilson comes up with the stop, his third this afternoon.
The defense triple padlocks the middle, baby, and the offense ends up in worse shape than they were before the play.
Second and 14.
Really came to play today. He knocks him back a few yards, as we'll see here in the replay. Great tackle.
Yeah, and now that is something you can coach.
You can?
And obviously, they did it. They coached him very well.
Wow.
Third and 18. Back, barely gets it off. Fourth and short coming up.
The D coughs up some yards, but not enough. The hard work they did earlier in the series has really paid off.
Richardson will punt it away after a 3-and-out. It's off. Casper will field it. 35.
23. First down, Broncos.
Really good game for this offense so far. They produced where it counts most, the scoreboard, and they can add more on this drive.
Ball at the 38-yard line.
I'm going to pop that ball right out your arm. Oh, yeah, good right.
Gary with the ball. Stiff arms. Cracked down at the 47-yard line.
16 yards on the play. First
Landis
down.
Gary just takes this would-be tackler for a ride on this run, but apparently he wasn't quite tall enough for this attraction. See ya.
You know, some guys just refuse to go down, and that play is a great example. What an impressive display of just sheer power. Ball on the 47.
Swing, swing.
Gary will run it. Chakwara takes the hit and takes him down after a handful of yards.
Carried this one off his left guard, and not a bad pickup. Just some nice yards there.
It's the end of the third quarter. The Broncos currently in control and up over their opponent, 24-14. Second and 4.
Come on, defense. Get up. We can still win this. Ace, double tight.
Smith in motion. Gary will get the ball again. Forces through. Ball at the 37-yard line. They line up with their tight end right. McCaffrey goes in motion. The Broncos still keep on the ground. Charges.
7-yard pickup on the play. Second down.
Landis Gary played some aggressive offense there that paid off. Watch this. Oh, he just went for it.
Well, that shoulder charge really made the play happen, and I don't see him punching through otherwise.
Oh, yeah, sacrificing the body. You can't coach that.
Ball on the 29.
Let's push him back. Push him back. Go, wide left.
Gary with the carry. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Tom Nalen Just crushed his man off the line, and that's what sprung this doozy of a run. Oh, man, that was nice.
Oh, how sweet it is. All speed after that. He gobbled up the yards. Peter, that's like driving down the highway just on the road by yourself.
That sure is. Well, they're going to need more than a half-hearted arm tackle to put him down.
Gary with the ball. Moves wide left.
Wow, this was a really nice play, Dan, and it worked out from so many angles. But the main thing I love is all the little details. Oh, this is the stuff our camera crew is so good at capturing every week. Great job, guys.
Elam lines up for the point after. There's the kick. The extra point. Good. The Broncos now have a comfortable lead in this one. The score, 31-14. Elam lines up, signals, and we're ready for the kickoff. Strong kick. Clark fields it deep. Middlebrooks makes the stop on the return.
First down, Vikings.
Well, let's see if they can march down the field and answer right back with a touchdown of their own here.
Ball at the 21-yard line.
Don't mess up my cramps, chump.
Shotgun formation. Culpepper from the gun. Throws. Incomplete.
Delta O'Neal played off the ball well, and it fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Culpepper takes back, throws, incomplete, and that's the second incompletion in a row.
Sean Dawkins clearly thought the pass would make it to him, but if he doubled back a little, he might have gotten it.
Third and 10. They line up with 4 wideouts. Culpepper drops back, sits tight, throws. They bring him down, and that's his 5th grab on the day. Ball on the 42. Culpepper fades back, sits in the pocket, barely gets it out. He's brought down, but it appears that they are inches past the markers, and indeed they are. First down. Culpepper drops back, throws. Good grab for the 5-year man out with Marshall. Ball on the 34. Single back formation. Culpepper fades back, barely gets it off. Walker makes the stop. Second and about a foot. Culpepper drops back, throws. Gain of 11. The Vikings have a first down. It's their 4th of this drive, and they keep pounding away. Culpepper fades back, throws. Penalty marker down on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Pass interference. Number 25. Defense. Focus. First down.
Bernard Walker has to go for the ball. He can't just manhandle the receiver like that. That's interference.
The Vikings will have the first down off the penalty. Walker gets set after committing the penalty. Culpepper from shotgun. Tipped. Intercepted.
John Mobley figures out the passing attack and shoots it down with a doozy of an interception. Let's watch. Oh, there it is, baby. And it's not over yet.
No, not close, Peter. He jacks on a whole bunch of yards afterwards, and that is some beautiful upfield running.
Beautiful. Well, they get another shot at scoring here, but I tell you, I just sit on the ball, take as much time as possible on this drive. This game is theirs.
Ball at the 20-yard line. They line up with two wideouts. McCaffrey in motion. Gary will run it. Takes it right side. A gain of 8.
Took this one off his right guard and get some decent yards on that first down play.
Second down. 2 yards to go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. It's 2nd and 2.
Watch the play action. Watch the play action.
Two tight ends on the field. Gary with the tackle. Fights off a tackle. Third and 1.
Third short. Watch the run. Hey, double time, double.
He sprints outside to about 4. He'll pick up the first. The Vikings will take a timeout. That's their second.
Beautiful run around the right side to pick up the first. He knew where he needed to be to move those markers.
Ball on the 33. The Broncos still stay with the run. Moves wide right. Kapura takes the tackle after several yards on the play. The Vikings take a timeout. That's their final one.
5 yards to
Took this
go.
one off his right guard, and not a bad pickup. Just some nice yards there.
The clock is at 1 minute 45 seconds.
Don't give him an inch, baby. Don't give him an inch. Ace, double tight.
Gary gets the ball. Flamel tackles him on the line of scrimmage. Third and 4.
I see this as a 3 and out. You ain't getting no first.
Gary will run it. Mixon puts up a brick wall and stops him after a couple of yards.
They're just shy of the markers, Dan. Let's see what they decide to do
1
here.
yard to go.
They're going for it on 4th and 1.
Let's take time. Just give us the ball.
Gary with the ball. That's blocked. Through the line for 3 and the first down. There's the whistle, and that's the end of the game. The Broncos blow their opponents out 31-14. That'll wrap it up for us. On behalf of Peter O'Keefe, Michelle Westfall, and myself, Dan Stevens, along with all the good folks here at ESPN, thanks for joining us. Now let's go to the ESPN postgame show.
This is Clark Dishman welcoming you to the ESPN postgame show. The Broncos come away with a decisive 17-point victory over the Vikings. The Broncos completely arrested the ground game today. Just look at the statistics. Their front four manhandled the line of scrimmage and was a big part in the win. Olandis Gary thundered for a total of 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. He will get our ESPN Player of the Game. Thanks for tuning into today's post-game report. Be sure to catch all the games once the regular season starts right here on ESPN. This is Clark Dishman. We'll see you next time.